Hi, Jeff Schubert with MLM Today. Joining me in studio is Dr. Duane Broom, his wife Carolyn Broom, and their daughter Dinesh. They're here to talk about their program, Operation Promised Land. Dr. Broom, welcome to the studio. Let me welcome you first. And please, tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, Jeff, that's actually a very humbling question. See, we're in the direct selling industry now, but for 30 years, I've been in another industry. 15 years owning my own company, and also about the same amount of time, about 14 years, pastoring a church. I've actually had the privilege of pastoring a local church and also owning my own business for over 15 years. So I've got a lot of business background, and it's kind of interesting that I've been able to apply those business principles now in the multi-level industry and help a lot of people, because my business, it has limitations in terms of how many people it could help. As also, as a pastor, there's only so many people you can help on a given day. So we found a plan. Through that background in business, I've been able to find some ways to help people.
So being a successful business person and being a successful pastor, was that what it was? It was the limitations of those two fields that led you to the MLM opportunity of Operation Promised Land?
Quite frankly, Jeff, that had more to do with God than my own personal seeking. When I was looking for answers for the people in my community and looking for answers even for my own life, it was very much a divine intervention. And so I can't say it was all my business background that brought that, but my business background combined with an insight that I was graced with. Yes, the combination of all that is what makes that happen.
And what's been the response of the people that you've been bringing Operation Promised Land to?
People have responded with a great deal of hope, a great deal of expectation. Very important that as we move forward with Operation Promised Land, that we reach people who follow simple instructions and keep a very simple message, very simple. We've seen so much hope. We've seen people's eyes, the possibility of making it in an economy where they need help. That's the greatest blessing to me, is to be able to watch people have hope again.
That's great. Now, I did introduce your family during the introduction, so Carolyn Broom, let me ask you, what role does family play in Operation Promised Land?
Well, in Operation Promised Land, whoever gets involved, if you're married, if you have children, you are making a commitment for your family, because there's time that you're going to have to devote to building an organization, to being a part of our team. So family is very important. We have 4 children, and all of our children have played a part in helping us fulfill this assignment that we believe is our destiny. So family, you cannot take out of the equation, but your family will be your greatest support. They'll be your biggest cheerleaders. They'll be there when successes are happening. And if by any chance along the way you stumble, they'll be the ones there to pick you up. So family is needful. Family is very important.
Well, Carolyn, we do have one of your 4 children in studio with us, so let's meet Dinesh and tell us, are they making you do the heavy lifting, or how has Operation Promised Land affected you in your life?
Well, the heavy lifting is normally left to one of my 3 brothers, but in general, we've been there for whatever's really been needed. There are a lot of small things that you would think, hey, nobody really has to do them, but it usually ends up falling on us, which is fine, because we are here to support the family. You either win together or you lose together. So that's really been a very large part of it. My parents know that they can trust us, because at the very least, we want to help them. Even if something does go wrong, we'll still be there. And I think that's really been the core of it all, is that we will be there.
That's wonderful. And even talking to you guys before we came on live, you seem like a nice, tight, close-knit family, so it's good to hear. Dr. Broom, let me bring back to you, and what is your vision for Operation Promised Land?
Jeff, if I could, I'd like to go back to that question of family.
Please.
You see, this is my family. We're here together. We're here together because we've been working together to do something for people outside of our family. We do put family first, because family is important in our lives. We have a close-knit family. We love each other. We do stick together. So first and foremost, our vision for our family is that we, as a family, we're secure, we're strong. We've got what we need to make it through tough economic times. We're sticking together. And I appreciate the fact that my family's here with me today. And I know that others who know that they want to keep their families tight in these times, this is a way that you can work together. This is a way that family can unite and fight to win, to prevail, to persevere, to keep what you've had and go forward in this life. Now I'll answer the question about the vision.
First, let me say that was wonderful. That was very touching and heartfelt, and I appreciate you sharing that with my audience. So go ahead and answer that question, if you would, about the vision. And then also, if you would, I'll make it a two-part question. What vision should someone new starting off with Operation Promised Land have for themselves?
The vision I have for the members of Operation Promised Land, because remember, Operation Promised Land, we're a training organization. But the vision I have is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people, families, rescued economically, utilizing a gift that's here for us in the direct selling industry. All we've got to do is apply the fundamentals and the business principles, keep it simple. I see people whole. I see people with their finances intact. I see people keeping their homes, keeping their cars. I see stress-free marriages. That's a big one. And I see that the vision for each individual family comes into play. When people begin to see, I can do this for my family, not just for me personally, but my family. When a husband can come home and know things are okay at home. When a wife can know that she can go to the store and buy the things that she needs to buy and not have a fight when she comes home. So the vision is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people, Jeff, rescued economically.
That's a great vision for one and all. Now here is a very important question, and I want to ask it to you, and I know I'm going to get a great answer. You guys, congratulations, you lead the industry in best practices. Can you please describe what that means?
Well, best practices is something that our legal team worked with us on to help us take things to an entirely different level. Not just meeting the industry standards, but going above. Now, our best practices, they can be found on our website. But just to name a few, we're going to make sure that the companies we do business with, they've got excellent products, high quality products, that their standards are involved in return policies if a person did not like the product that they purchased. And all of our companies that we're going to work with have to meet DSA requirement, the Code of Ethics. And so the rest of the information, again, it's on the website, but we're taking this to a whole nother level to protect the people that come into Operation Promised Land.
That's great that everything is transparent and all you have to do is go to the website to find out all you want to find out.
Absolutely.
Now, as we begin to wrap up this segment, I want each one of you to take a turn answering this one, and we'll start with you, Dr. Broom. Where do you see Operation Promised Land in 5 years?
Within 5 years, I expect Operation Promised Land to be known as a household word around the globe. First in the United States, but then around the world, where people have found a way to embrace change. We're in a changing time, a time that people have never experienced before. And I'm expecting that around this world, people will know Operation Promised Land as an ark, as a refuge of a way that they can understand how to survive, how to come into a land of abundance in a unique time that we're in.
Carolyn, let me throw to you now.
Well, I see Operation Promised Land in approximately 5 years. As my husband said, a household word, but it will be the type of community where everyone will see their part. Whether you're an 18-year-old looking for financial aid to go to college, or you're a senior citizen who needs to supplement your income. I see people seeking Operation Promised Land out, desiring to be a part of it. And as a result of that, we are going to have an effect on the economy of our nation and the world. We're going to be able to help people who had no other means financially of surviving. So I see us as being the answer for a lot of people.
Well, you guys hit it pretty good. Dinesh, I'll ask you, anything to add to that?
I really just see in 5 years Operation Promised Land being synonymous with financial success. That's really the long and short of it that I can personally see.
Financial success, nothing wrong with that. Well, that is going to do it for this piece. I want to thank the Brooms for joining me at MLM Today. Stick around, though. We're going to come back and we're going to do another piece with them.